So it's time to turn this into a bathroom.
Hey everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is our family, and we are off-grid on Friday.
On this episode of Off Grid on Friday, we're at the big box store because we're going to make this toilet flush. Okay, so this is the interior as it stands right now, how we bought it. This beam going across was just to stabilize it for transportation, and I never took it out. Same with these 2x4s along the side. So as you can see, it's got a cool little window, but still quite a bit of privacy. May need to bring in natural light a little bit more later. It does have a lighting system that's functional, which is really cool. You just hook an extension cord up to this setup, and it works out really well. The door opens in, so it kind of limits the amount of space we have. And you see when you close the door, there's not a ton of light in here, even during, it's pretty much afternoon time. 90 inches long by 60 inches wide. And that should be plenty of room for a toilet and the sink that we got. Thinking about putting the sink like right there, toilet maybe right there. This is a pretty cool little setup. It was built by an electrician neighbor of ours, and he gave it to us for a steal. It was really cool.
All this lumber you see that we're taking out, we're going to repurpose it on the property. And it's such a blessing to have extra materials like this because the nearest hardware store is over 45 minutes away. The same goes for any hardware, just like these screws I'm removing. Even this old carpet is going to be reused in one of our projects down the road.
Alright, so you can see we're going to put some more plywood down in the middle here. Where my foot is a high spot. So what I think is I have these center blocks uneven, and so it's bowing on the right and the left side. So I'm going to jack these up, try and get them level, and then put new plywood down. So we'll see what happens.
In order to lift this shed, I had to borrow my father-in-law's car jack and jack stands. That way I could situate the blocks and make the foundation more level.
Well, threshold is level. I don't know if you can hear me, but oh no, a little bit spongy on the ground. I think it's bowed from being warped. I think we can straighten it out. I don't know if you can hear that. Let's see if we can nail this down. Or say drill it down.
When digging this, I had to take into consideration that it wasn't just going from A to B. I had to get the angles right with not too many 90-degree turns, that way there was a good flow from toilet to tank. My original plan was to have the toilet facing perpendicular to the doorway and to have the sink mounted in front of it as you came in, but the way that the supports were underneath the building would not allow for that design. To protect the plywood, we chose these linoleum tiles. About halfway through the day, my good friend Trevor showed up to help me out with this big plumbing project. I am so grateful he made the hour-and-a-half drive up from the city. He is an absolute wealth of knowledge when it comes to all things plumbing.
Video you working while I hang out. Alright, so
We'll get it in there, kind of preset it.
does this go right up into the flange?
Yeah, it goes right into it.
Okay, cool, perfect.
So you have room to play. I'll hold the end, like, and I'll support it with the brick.
Okay.
Like kind of give it some slope.
Okay.
As long as it has like half-inch of slope over that, like over the course of this, because your water's just gonna flow
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, dude. Alright. Rock and roll.
Now to take a quick look at our setup, the first tee on the very left is the drain waste vent. The second tee is going to go right up into the toilet flange. And the third tee on the right end is for the wastewater coming from the sink. Now for anybody that's ever done any kind of PVC gluing, you know how it goes. You put that purple stuff on there that preps it, basically makes the plastics want to melt on top of each other. You add that glue and you stick them together, and you only have a matter of seconds. And if you screw that up, you got a lot of cutting and replacement parts coming your way, and it really sucks. So as you can see, we're laying out everything really carefully, trying to get those joints just right, because we don't want to do this a second time. Now that most of the main sewer line is set, we're starting to set up the sink area. We've started to cut into the floor to add the vertical drain pipe that's coming from the sink. We are measuring and re-measuring this area because this is the trickiest piece of plumbing we have in this entire job. The angle and space we have to marry up the sink drain to the main sewer is tight. But we've accomplished a lot today. It's time for Trevor to get back to his family and for me to call it a day.
Much for
watching this video. I just want to take this quick break to ask if you really enjoy our content.
Please like and subscribe.